What it do, what it does, I come back. I say I'll come back, and I always come back. And this time, I'm coming back with talent, darling. We're talking music, but we're also talking fashion. Imagine where fashion meets music. Crazy business. If you're watching this podcast for the first time, hi, sweetie. My name is Nahenda, and welcome to A Work in Progress, where I speak to my favorite people in the creative industry and just get the gist of how to get into the industry, how to navigate the industry, and how to get money within the industry. Thank you so much for coming this morning, Miss Bernie. How are you? Let me tell you where I met her first. So I was styling an artist, and I was on social media, and I'm like, hi guys, I'm looking for outfits. If there's anybody out there that has an outfit, and I was styling, who was it like? Oh, I was styling Lioness. If there's anybody out there that wants to dress Lioness, nobody came through. And then I saw a brand post, I'm open for collaborations. I said, DM her immediately. And she replied immediately, and she was like, I can make 2 or 3 outfits for you. What? How are you? Who are you? How are you?
I am good, but always exhausted.
Always exhausted.
Yeah.
So I met her first on the fashion scene and not the music scene. It's actually news to me. It baffles me. Baffles me that you are in the music scene also.
I've been
Which came first?
Music.
Music came first.
Music came first, and then fashion.
How? Why? When?
High school.
High school.
Like grade 12. I met a friend that convinced me to try.
How did you find out you can sing? Because I always thought I could sing, hey? I always thought I could sing, but no, I can't sing. How did you discover you could sing?
I think you just never know. Like just those random times when you're just singing to yourself and people are like, you can actually sing.
So who heard you sing? And then they're like, you can actually sing.
I was like my cousin every single time, and would always like sing along to it. Would watch Chase and MTV a lot. And would always sing along, and she would be in the soprano, and sometimes would switch, and and I'd be in alto and would sing together, and she was like, no, you should really actually think of trying music and see where that takes you.
And this is during high school.
High school, yeah.
High school years, and then you finished high school, and then you wanted to be a musician.
Or
what did you want to
really
be?
Like I always wanted to I've always felt like, I think I could try and sing.
Okay.
I can sing and then still of course pursue my fashion, because fashion has always been the goal.
So music and fashion are fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting each other, and they're
battles.
both very expensive careers.
Okay, so you finished high school, you could sing. What happens next?
So what happened after that, this friend now that I'd met, he's a producer, so he would always like...
Wait, do I know?
So he would produce for me and everything, and then I'll just write. He had
a studio setup?
Yeah, a whole studio setup. We actually went to school together, we met at school.
Where did you school? Did you school here?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Schooled, yeah.
Where?
It was
Which school? Which school did you go to?
We did our grade 12 at Motax College, and
then you guys met there.
Yeah,
and he had like a whole music setup,
a whole
going
studio
on.
Setup at his place, and I was like, okay, let's try.
So you guys were there doing music.
It was for fun.
At 18.
I remember even KP would even pull up there sometimes. Gaza, people would come there, and I was like, so you guys are serious about this music thing? And it's like, yeah.
How many songs did you do?
Sure, I did like
in
a
that
whole
time
EP,
that you were with it.
A whole EP that I actually even submitted to the numbers.
Really? Were you writing yourself?
Yeah, writing myself.
You were singing and writing. Do you do production also?
No,
you don't. You don't. How was your first song that you created? What was the process behind it?
It was hard because I was still trying to find myself and to find my rhythm, and also just to really find my flow, because then when you're so used to listening to other people's music, you learn to sing like them instead of learning to sing like yourself.
Very dangerous. Yeah.
So I had to unlearn that and find myself. So
who are some of your favorite musicians that you were looking up to that time? Because I guess it changed now, but that time you were like, this is who I'm channeling, and this is the type of person I want to become.
I'm a very old soul, so it was always like Kajanin, it was always Salif, It was always the Zonke from South. I'm obsessed with Zonke.
Zonke is crazy.
I'm obsessed
Zonke
with that woman.
is crazy because she has like a cult following of some sort. Like she can drop a song and make money of it.
And we'll listen.
Because you're also like giving me lira, you know, like so very soulful.
Very soulful. I remember the other time I cut and dyed my hair like Lira Shane. Oh, I was lost. Trying to
okay, so you did the EP. What was the EP called?
The EP was called Emerge.
Emerge. How many songs?
My love, eight.
Eight songs.
Then the problem came; it wasn't released. So like they call. So I remember when I submitted it to the numbers, and they're like, "Girl, is this released?" Because we'd like to.
Girl, you went to go release
no,
it.
It's
you
not.
went to go submit the EP that's not released.
I didn't know. I was
Wow.
I didn't know anything. Shame. I did not know anything.
So it
wasn't
was
even
rejected.
on radio, and they're like, Shame. Unfortunately, we can't do it.
So crazy.
Anything if
That
it's
is
not
so
being
crazy.
playing anyway.
But it was good songs.
Good.
It
was really
but also
good.
you would say they were good songs because
he's
you
no,
singing.
but like he's top notch producer.
Okay.
He's no small producer.
Okay.
He's very big, so he knows what he's doing, and he bullied me literally to sing properly.
Yeah.
So no, I can say he actually taught me how to.
Shout out to him. And, okay, now have you released the songs now?
I removed them. I do not have the rights.
Why?
I do not have the rights to them.
But you can call him up.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing he has the rights to the songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was a struggle, guys.
Or are you guys like in a...
Yeah, we're not friends.
You're not friends. You know, the thing is musicians, this always happens. You guys create music in your studios, and then you go fight, and now the songs belong to the producer and not the artist.
To them.
Okay.
And like he's in the right. He does all
Yeah,
it.
he's in
my
the right.
studio, my beats,
Yeah,
my hours,
he's in the
my
right.
time.
How do you feel about it?
I cried at first, but then I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll make music. It's my voice.
Yeah.
I'll make the music.
Yeah. Okay, so fast forward then, you didn't get into the numbers.
No.
What happened musically after that?
After that, like I was like, I should probably just stop. I should probably just give up.
Oh, you were defeated.
I was so defeated.
Oh, you were defeated. Okay.
It was hard because then shortly after the Namas, the Big Homie, I don't know if you know Big Homie. He used to work for Fresh FM.
I think I have an idea.
Yeah, he had reached out and I was like, no, I want to put your music on the radio and possibly.
Where did he hear your music?
Through these people.
Okay.
So then, shame. So then I'm like, okay, no, I'll try and get the music and I'll send it to you. And the guy is like, no, it's my music.
That was the conversation.
Hell. It was hell.
He really refused.
Guys, when I say being a woman in the music industry is not easy.
He said no.
I said no, shame.
He said no. I'm singing on it. You are singing on it, but it's mine.
And at that time, he had just stepped into, let's say, like A1 producer, because now he's producing for the Landrix, he's producing for
so now
he's quadruped. He's like, so he's working with these people. So he's big.
So
he's
he
like,
does not care about you.
No, girl.
Crazy.
It was hard. I was like,
what did you learn from all of this?
I learned to always make sure, like, contracts. And I don't care if you're like besties, if you grew up together, doesn't matter. Contracts. Unfortunately, fame and power also really does change people.
Yeah.
And we're not the same. Just because I can do something for you for free doesn't mean that the other person is going to do it and actually not want to make money out of it. So
because there are a lot of kids that discover they are talented or discover they can sing, and then they have producer friends, and then they're like, let's go make songs. I have the studio, I have the what. So really contracts and people change.
Everything. Make sure you have a contract. Even if it's like handwritten, make sure that it's there and that it's both signed.
Did you make music ever after that?
I just couldn't. I couldn't because, again, like, I think he also taught me quality over quantity and just don't be desperate. So he taught me to always, like, no matter how long it takes, just make sure you find the right people to work with. So, but thank God I met K-Boss.
Yeah. I want to talk about Tabo. Is it called Tabo?
Tabo. Tabo. Yeah.
Oh,
the B
because Zambezi.
Yes.
I know that. I know B means V. I know that.
In the beginning of a sentence and towards the end.
Yes,
It's
I know that. I know that. So Tabo, where did you meet K-Boss? What's a relationship?
K-Boss, I would say, like I always say, like I love my girl Geneva. She had reposted something.
Which Geneva?
Geneva Crow.
Oh.
She had reposted something that I posted, and then K-Boss saw it, and then he came to my page.
What did you post?
It was just about men being jealous of their partners.
Nothing
related to music, but then he could relate so much that he even took a screenshot and he reposted, and it's like he's never understood how people can actually be with partners that are jealous of them. Like it's pretty much just about women that end up with men that are jealous of them and how ambitious they are.
Yeah. Men that hate you, basically.
Yes.
Stop dating people that hate you.
Stop, guys. Stop.
Yeah.
So then he goes on my page and he's going through. He's like, oh, this girl does music. So he DMs me.
Literally on some, let's work.
I said, okay.
And how many years is this after your whole EP?
Probably 5.
5. And then DJ K-Boss, DJ K-Boss is saying, let's work.
I said, okay, thank God for patience, because I'm also very patient. I do not want to do stuff.
Yeah, those people that are like slow into things, like you don't get over yourself.
I'm not putting out things if they are not nice and if they're not going to get people's attention. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So you guys get in studio?
Yeah, so we get in studio.
Is it with contracts this time?
No.
My sister.
No, but this is my brother, this one. No.
Are you sure?
I swear.
Are you sure you're not going to come back 5 years down the line? Somewhere
No, but definitely
and
money.
And you're like...
Money is definitely involved this time. So we are very, very serious. We're getting we have like...
So you guys have split shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know like not to play around. You know? So I value him so much. I do not want to waste his time. And so does he. He doesn't also want to waste my time.
Are you signed with K-Boss?
No, we haven't signed. It's just him seeing something in me and wanting to push
work
it out
with you.
There. Yeah.
Is it like for this one single, or are you gonna do? Because I saw you want to do a mini album. You said.
No,
is he gonna produce the mini album?
The entire album.
Are you busy with the mini album?
We're expanding it actually. That's why release dates we haven't announced any release dates, because we've decided to expand it so that it's an actual album.
Oh, you're not doing the mini album anymore?
Yeah, no, because
how
we
many
also
tracks
want a wide
do you
stream.
Want? And I think the numbers will come back.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, how many tracks?
It's going to be a total of 8.
8 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's mini still, because people are doing like 12. Chris Brown had like 48. An album with 48 songs.
We're also looking at our country here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Namibians we can pay attention to so many things. Like, I feel like they listen to like 4 tracks.
Don't waste songs, guys, honestly.
Maximum on your album.
4 is even a lot. Because like they're gonna give you 2 trending ones, and then the rest just goes into the pool.
Just
crazy.
No one knows about it. So we're also trying to be very intentional about it. And I'm glad I'm working with someone that understands the industry, knows the industry very well. And I'm learning so much from him.
Okay, and then now, how would you describe your music now? From the time, from when you had that EP that fell into water, how is your evolving into music right now?
I would say I finally know.
Did you find your voice?
Yes, finally. I don't sound like anyone.
Okay.
And that makes me sleep well at night.
Okay.
I love it for myself.
Okay.
So like definitely I found myself comfortable. I don't feel like I'm being pressured to do something that I don't want to do.
What inspires the type of music you do?
Again, just like the music I grew up listening to. These our aunties, the Zonkes, the Kajanins, it's them.
Are you gonna go traditional, or are you gonna go?
Not traditional, still very contemporary,
but
vernacular.
Okay, vernacular. Strictly vernacular.
Strictly vernacular.
Why is there an idea behind that?
Yes, because I just noticed that everyone else is singing in English, and I feel like as someone that's from Zambezi, we aren't really
underrepresented.
Yeah, underrepresented. We only have like a few artists.
Vuyo is holding it down.
He's really holding it down.
He's holding it down. Yeah,
so much. And considering that Rio started music in high school.
Yeah.
And I remember people used to laugh at him. But
really? You knew him during high school?
No, I didn't grow up there, but I know his story because I would always go home and the young
because
kids.
He has like a prominent
but there's this guy that sings, this guy that sings.
Yeah.
So you know about the young boys.
Literally, when I met him, that's a story we know that apparently everybody knows him back home because his story was
since high
their
school.
story.
Yeah.
Wow. So you want to join him in holding it?
Of course, I want to make sure that I also walk by my people and also just show people that there's so much more also coming from the Zambezi. We have people there that just don't know them.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you have learned about the industry up until this point, music-wise? For somebody that wants to be a musician and,
I would say if you are
especially for the Namibian.
Especially if you're trying to do music, really do not. I know, like they say, start whenever. It doesn't matter if you have the right equipment. Just start. No. But with music, you really have to make sure that it is with the right equipment.
Right, because a lot of Namibian artists, their mix and mastering are not
horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Make sure. I know that it costs an arm and a leg. Music is not cheap. It's not easy to make. If you can approach people that are already up there that can probably listen to what you have to offer and then see how you guys can work. Maybe 50-50, same way I'm with. Just do that, but do not at all ever compromise the quality of your music, ever. Because I promise you, no one is going to listen to it.
Yeah, no, we are not supporting trash music. Okay, and then? Is that all? What else?
I feel like that's the biggest one. And then also try and learn to write. I see a lot of people it's just the voice. It's not all about the voice. Like, you really need to understand writing. It is a skill that you need to learn.
Because we do have like some horrible lyricists in the country.
The beat sounds good, the voice sounds good, but the words, the lyrics.
Yeah. And also just the structures of the song, hey? Like what verse comes second and what's the chorus.
Thank you. And just how to flow. You need to really understand all of these things. So if you can take time to, again, University of YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
If you can't afford a vocal coach, there are people there that train you how to sing, that like free videos, thousands of videos that can train you and teach you. So do your research and learn these things, because when you get to the studio, you're going to struggle. And also just like terminologies and just learning the basics of music theory, like you need to. If it's something that you really want to pursue, just try. Learn these things.
How is it working with K-Boss? Because K-Boss is a legend.
Yeah, K-Boss is not easy.
Like, how is working with K-Boss?
Shame, he's not easy, but sometimes he'll say, no, I don't like that, do this. And that time you're thinking, I gave it my all. Like, yes. But I was like, no, I think go home, sleep on it, but it doesn't sound good. And then you do exactly what he told you to do, and you realize that, oh my gosh.
So you're learning a lot from him, because he has been in the industry for a very long time.
Exactly.
He knows what he's saying.
And he's only produced hits. Shame. Worked on hits.
Shame. Okay, and then, so fashion. Because you were at College of the Arts.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, she was at the College of the Arts with
Roberto. My classmates, Abisai.
Where did you meet? How did fashion come, and why did you decide to go to the College of the Arts?
Grade 6. I remember. You almost came Morali Simmons toch?
Life in the Fab Lane.
Our babe.
Life in the Fab Lane. Tilted. I think she's even getting a show on E. Apparently, she's coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So like Kimora was the one that showed me this. I was grade 6.
Yeah.
I was like, who's this lady? This tall lady that's into fashion. It's baby fat.
Baby fat.
What is going on here?
Crazy.
Guys, I was so inspired. And I remember my mom, like back then, like the DSTVs, man, you could connect two TVs.
Oh yeah.
So what you're watching, the person in the other room can see what you're watching. So my mom would watch the show with me, and I didn't even know she was watching the show with me. And then one day she's like, yeah, this show that you like to watch, I hope you know what it takes to actually become someone like that.
Your mom?
And I'm like, girl, I don't even know, but I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out. So grade 6, I started like doing my sketches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you also do. She also does really cool sketches.
Even in class, I'd be there like just trying.
Did drawing come easy to you?
It didn't, girl. I was drawing nonsense. But then like the more you practice,
the better.
Skill, if it's in you, the skill grows with you.
Yeah.
So like I remember grade 8, even in math class, accounting. I hate maths. I hate accounting.
I think it's all creatives because I also hate math.
I swear. So I remember like doing that, like they're teaching us, and I'm just there sketching my dear, hiding my sketches when they look at just trying to like really become this designer.
But so you were interested in becoming a fashion designer?
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
So you finished school and you applied to a College of the Arts?
Applied, my dear.
How is studying at the College of the Arts? A lot of people want to go to the College of the Arts.
I cried every day.
Why? What?
Guys, I feel I'm actually like the kids now that came after us that did not get to meet Miss Cynthia.
Oh,
I love her. I love her so much. But Miss Cynthia,
every fashion person in this country knows Miss Cynthia.
She was not a joke. That woman would tell me, listen here, I made sure you got into this course, so I really expect nothing but the best.
Greatness.
Yeah. So like you understand that being taught by that woman, it wasn't easy. I would cry. I'd like walk out and go cry for a bit and then walk back and then go finish. Go finish my work. Roberto would be there in the class like this, just depressed, guys. It was hectic.
Yeah, and you guys were all together around that time because I used to attend a lot of like the College of the Arts fashion shows. So you guys were all together at that time, around that time. Okay.
It was hell, shame. It was
so
hell.
Fashion school,
but
would you recommend?
Dropped out, shame. We all dropped out. All of us.
You ended up dropping out.
All of us. Okay, not everyone else, but like me, Roberto, Abisai. Can't remember who else. I think Hubre also. They all left, girl. But we continued.
Yeah, you continued.
The stress. Oh my gosh. I don't think emotionally.
What is the stress in fashion though? Because fashion is supposed to come easy.
It's what people outside think until you are there.
What is the stress? What were you guys?
Because then again, fashion is so broad and it's so big, and we're learning all of these things. We're not. It's not tailoring. You're not just learning how to sew and follow instructions. You're learning how to create these patterns, how to manipulate these patterns. You're learning color theory. Like you can't be there. Come on, you are a fashion designer. You don't even understand color theory. You don't even understand patterns, and all these things are so difficult. Textile making, fabric, what goes behind the construction, how it's weaved, and all these things, how it's dyed, all these things you need to understand.
I actually was speaking to Arabwe the other day about textiling Namibia, because as a fashion designer, how do you feel about textiling Namibia?
Because shame, we are lacking.
We only have Chinatown.
We are lacking so much. We are lacking. You see the way that we adopted the Ondelela?
Yeah.
If we could have actually sat down and decided that we can actually make this fabric but in cotton, and we can weave this fabric and dye it ourselves with
I
whatever.
feel like we don't have a textile industry, hey?
We don't have. But it can exist. It's just that I don't think the kids that are getting into fashion understand that you could also actually just learn the whole course but then still pursue textile.
Okay, so you're doing fashion full-time now also, because that's how I got you.
Yes.
So you're doing fashion full-time now.
You left the 9 to 5.
You quit?
Like, girl.
Guys, everybody that I'm meeting is quitting their jobs. I don't know what's happening.
I resigned. Shame.
Why did you quit? No, but also I think we spoke about it briefly when I met you. You were like,
makes you miserable.
Yeah.
Like I feel like especially if you have a calling and you keep trying to run away from
your
it,
calling,
and exactly, it gives you sleepless nights. It really just makes you miserable. So I'm also learning. I feel like God has also been punishing me, that He's given me this talent and I keep running to a 9 to 5.
God wouldn't punish you. Come on.
No, because also I'm not trusting that I should stay here and push here. You understand? So the more you keep running away instead of pushing this brand.
Yeah.
Had I given it 5 years straight, I feel like it would have been, exactly
what it,
rather than running to the 9 to 5.
Do you think fashion designers are making money in Namibia?
They are.
Or are you guys making money in Namibia?
They are. I know a few that are making money. Let's just say financial.
Okay, so it's financial literacy that's
yes,
the problem.
literacy is a problem.
Okay.
Big problem.
Okay, so what's the future? You're still gonna continue fashion and music?
Of course.
Okay, so you're gonna be dressing yourself?
Sure.
That's nice.
Always.
On the red carpets, who are you dressed by? Myself. That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate this conversation. I want to have a conversation with you like in a year's time. Let me see if you have dropped a single and an album or what's gonna happen.
I would
because
love that.
Are you excited for the music journey?
I'm very excited. I feel like I'm getting more attention than I ever did in the past. Like I could not believe like the attention.
Second time around.
Yeah, I'm really just blown away.
One thing about God is gonna give you a second chance.
Yeah, shame. And people will come and support.
Yeah. Where can people catch you?
Social media, The Real Bernie, and The Real _ Bernie on Instagram. Don't bother going elsewhere.
YouTube? Actually dropping the audio on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on all streaming platforms as Bernie.
Thank you so much for tuning in. That was Bernie. I'm Nahenda and I'm signing out, but I'll be right back. Right back.